This video, we're going to do the exact same thing we did with materials, but instead focusing on products. So if you have changes that occur to any of the products that you make or sell, then you can actually update that information in the Update Existing Products and Reorder Points section of your data import page. We'll start off here by downloading our data, and this will give us a nice overview of the details associated with the products that we have in our Katana account. So again, it's kind of the same thing as we had with the Add New Products template. So in here, you can make adjustments to certain things as they're related to the product variants that you have in your Katana account. For the main thing that we're looking at here is that all of the products that you see listed in this, the entry will be more than once if there's multiple locations associated with that product. So if you have 5 locations, you'll see one variant listed 5 times because you could actually change the reorder point at those different locations when you're making adjustments to the specific products that you're working with here. And when we're discussing what stuff can be changed, you can change product name, category, units of measure. Of course, we advise against changing the units of measure unless you are doing it just like one at a time, because you also have to adjust your costing to reflect the new unit of measure in your stock, which is quite cumbersome to do. You can change the default purchase unit of measure and its conversion rate, and also update any of these to make yes or no or buy yes or no to facilitate the rules in which a product will be either available to put on a purchase order or available to add to a sales order. All products are available on a sales order. What I mean is if it would have a recipe or not. My apologies on the mistake there. But yeah, so what this would do is if you mark this to no when it's previously yes, it'll actually just hide the product recipe and operations tabs inside of that particular product card. It doesn't mean that the recipe gets deleted, but it will be hidden from view. So if you update your recipes again in the future, then you could effectively make that recipe come back into visibility if you change this to yes if it previously had a recipe. Change it to buy, yes or no. This, of course, affects if it's available on a purchase order or not. Batch trackable, yes or no. This will activate all of the batch tracking rules that apply to assigning batches to purchase orders, assigning batches to sales orders and manufacturing orders for items that are manufactured and specifically taken from a certain batch. You can change the variant code. This particular one, should be careful of updating it if you have existing integrations. That can affect those integrations. So keep that in mind. Product variant name. So this is the specific product variant name that you're looking at here. And then you can also add the supplier item codes, internal barcodes, or registered barcodes for that specific item if you're using any of the barcode functionality in Katana. We have the default sales price here, which can be changed. Again, previously with the Add New Products template, we specified that sometimes the best default sales price is the one that has the lowest margin that is acceptable, which would be like a wholesale price, for example. You could change your default supplier for any items that are purchasable, and also the default purchase price if that item is purchasable. So this would be the default purchase price for a product that's available on a PO. So you would update that to something if you had marked the buy as yes. But if the buy is currently marked as no, then by default this will be 0. But you can put something there in case it's something that you will purchase outside of from a supplier. And then we have the main location, of course, here, where you can't change this, but what you can do is specify a change to the reorder point at that location if that item is on that specific line. So also the additional info section works in exactly the same way as other products and materials with the add new as well as update. Again, be careful here if you are making adjustments to that, as it might not render all of the information that you need if you have one product that has a ton of variants and then a different additional info section to each variant. So That in a nutshell is the update existing product spreadsheet, which you can use to make changes to your products in your Katana account.